Coming up on WVUA 23 News, thunderstorms are on the way for the rest of the evening. I'll track those out for you coming up next.
Anna DuVall joins us for a look at our early week forecast. And Anna, how long can we expect to see some of this rain we got today?
Yeah, Laura, we're going to be seeing this rain throughout the rest of the night and even lasting until Monday morning with a few isolated showers still passing through the area. This is what it looks like right now. We have lots of rain over in Mississippi right now. That's including a tornado watch in some of the more northern counties of Alabama. So we can turn to our watches and warnings. Right now, all of the central Alabama that's in this green color is in a flood watch for right now. This yellow color is indicating that tornado watch, so we need to keep an eye out of the weather as it moves closer to us as we move throughout the night. So this is what it looks like right now as it's moving closer to us. Like I said, here is the Mississippi state, and this is moving towards us as we move into tonight. So this is going to reach us around the 2 a.m. mark and last until about 7 a.m. So make sure you have a way to receive alerts as we move through this really early morning storm system. Laura? Well, we're looking calm across Tuscaloosa campus right now. We can see outside, no rain in sight. Right now, we're currently sitting 76 degrees out there, so pretty warm, a bit of a breeze out there, but there are storms to come for tonight. Right now, we are in this flood watch. That's everything in this green area here across central Alabama. Anybody in these yellow boxes here, those are tornado watches, so we're going to continue watching that as we progress through this storm system tonight. Now, for timing for this system, 2 a.m. through 7 a.m., that's when that main line is going to come through that beginning part of West Alabama. Then by 5 a.m. to 9 a.m., that's when it's going to start reaching that Birmingham, central Alabama area. So we could see up to 60-mile-per-hour winds. We can't rule out any isolated tornadoes with this, and we do have a hail risk up to a quarter size, so we need to be on the lookout for these storms as they move throughout the night tonight. Like I said, very early in the morning is this timing, so make sure you have a way to get alerts because we are in that 2 out of 5 risk right here, that yellow color from the Storm Prediction Center. So like I said, we need to be watching out for that tornado threat and high winds. That's our #1 threat right now as these storms start progressing through the area. So this is where it is right now, overlaid on top of that color palette with the Storm Prediction Center. So you can see that's where that line of storms is right now over in Mississippi in that higher risk area, but that will push into us. Like I said, some heavier winds come with these as well. So you can see those strong wind gusts coming out of the south, 25 miles per hour right now in Tuscaloosa. So pretty gusty conditions, and those will continue to progress as these storms get closer and closer. So around midnight, those storms start moving their way into West Alabama, and you can see they're pretty fast moving through. 4 in the morning, that heavier batch of rain starts moving into Tuscaloosa, but you can see we still have a long way to go. So those storms will continue to move. 6 a.m. still seeing storms, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. still seeing those heavier pockets of rain. So make sure you have a way to receive alerts. Like I said, this is very early in the morning, so make sure your ringers are on and you're listening for any of those tornado sirens or alerts for tornado warnings coming out of this, because there is a chance of those isolated storms coming through. So like I said, that will continue into Sunday afternoon and even into Monday as we pass through all these isolated showers. Monday, we might see a couple spots of these showers, but like I said, we're going to see that rain really early in the morning. If you're heading off to church, we're still going to be in that really heavy downpours of rain, but we're not going to really warm up all that much tomorrow, likely because we're covered with clouds and all that rain and moisture added to the air. So 74 degrees will be our high. Little chillier than we've been feeling, but more spring-like than we have been. So we definitely have that rain chance for Sunday, slightly in that Monday morning, but we won't see rain again until Thursday into Friday. So we are expecting to see a pretty significant amount of rainfall across the area, about 2 inches. But this isn't expected to continue. You can see, according to the Climate Prediction Center, we are going to look a little bit more dry past the 7 days, so that's really good for us. But like I said, A lot of storms coming through tonight into early morning, so we need to be watching out to make sure that any of those are severe. You get our alerts and check into our live whenever those tornado warnings become available. And as we continue through severe weather season this year, download our free WVUA 23 app and keep up to date with weather coverage and updates, as well as social media platforms.
And can people expect Richard to kind of be covering some severe weather tonight?
Yes, if that tornado warning happens, Richard will be here. We will be live, so make sure you can tune in to all of that whenever that happens. Like I said, really early in the morning, Laura.
Yeah, and it's really dangerous overnight, so you gotta prepare.
Make sure you have alarms set to check in on the weather as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Anna. Turning now to sports, WVUA. And check this out. This is a viewer submission from John Harrington in Stratford, Connecticut. He emailed in some photos of our expected thunderstorms from 37,000 feet in the air. This is a broad Delta flight 1703 from Cabo San Lucas to JFK Airport. I wonder if pilots ever get scared when they see those storms out there.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah, that's a pretty mean updraft right there. So that's pretty bad storms. We're going to continue to see bad storms here tonight, actually. So make sure you're being weather aware. We're going to see strong storms moving through tonight into Sunday morning when you're heading off to church. So make sure you have those alarms set to double check on the weather as we move through the night.
Yep, thank you, Anna. And again, Richard Scott will be giving severe coverage tonight, so you can tune in.
If any warnings happen, Richard will be here.
All right, well, that's our show for tonight. Have a great night.